Imagine becoming one of Disney's biggest stars before you were even a teenager. Millions of people knew your name. Your movies became classics. Hollywood believed you were the future of the industry. Then, almost as quickly as she rose to the top, the headlines changed. Instead of talking about blockbuster movies, the world became obsessed with Lindsay Lohan's personal life. How did one of Hollywood's most talented young actresses go from unstoppable success to years of public struggles? And how did she make one of the most surprising comebacks in recent memory? This is the story of Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay D. Lohan was born on July 2, 1986, in New York City. Long before she appeared in movies, she was already working in front of cameras. As a young child, she modeled for major brands and appeared in dozens of television commercials. Casting directors immediately noticed her confidence, natural charm, and ability to connect with audiences. Her biggest opportunity arrived when Disney cast her in The Parent Trap. The film required Lindsay to play two identical twin sisters with completely different personalities. It was a difficult role for any actor, especially an 11-year-old. But Lindsay impressed both audiences and critics. Many viewers couldn't believe the twins were played by the same actress. The movie became a worldwide success and instantly turned her into one of Hollywood's most promising child stars. Disney had found its next leading actress. After the success of The Parent Trap, offers from Hollywood studios began pouring in. Producers saw Lindsay as a rare young talent who could handle comedy, emotional scenes, and leading roles with remarkable confidence. Within just a few years, she wasn't simply another child actor anymore. She was becoming one of the biggest young stars in America. And this was only the beginning of a career that would reach incredible heights before facing challenges that nobody could have predicted. After the massive success of The Parent Trap, Lindsay Lohan quickly became one of Disney's most valuable young stars. It seemed like every studio wanted to work with her, and audiences couldn't get enough of her energy, humor, and natural acting ability. In 2003, she starred opposite Jamie Lee Curtis in Freaky Friday, a comedy about a mother and daughter who mysteriously switch bodies. The film became both a critical and commercial success, with many praising Lindsay's performance. She proved she wasn't just a talented child actress. She had the range and charisma to carry major Hollywood films. Just 1 year later came the movie that would define an entire generation, Mean Girls. Written by Tina Fey, the film explored high school friendships, popularity, and teenage social life with a mix of comedy and sharp humor. Lindsay played Katie Heron, a teenager trying to navigate the complicated world of high school cliques. The movie became an instant cultural phenomenon. Its quotes are still shared across social media, fans continue to celebrate it decades later, and many critics consider it one of the greatest teen comedies ever made. For Lindsay, it marked the peak of her early Hollywood career. By the age of 18, she had accomplished what many actors spend a lifetime trying to achieve. She was starring in blockbuster movies, appearing on magazine covers around the world, attending major award shows, and becoming one of the most photographed celebrities of the 2000s. Also explored music, releasing albums that found commercial success and showed another side of her talent. Whether on the big screen or in the recording studio, Lindsay seemed capable of doing it all. But fame at such a young age came with enormous pressure. Every public appearance attracted photographers. Every friendship, relationship, and night out became headline news. Entertainment magazines and celebrity blogs followed her every move, often turning ordinary moments into front-page stories. As social media and online gossip websites grew rapidly during the mid-2000s, the spotlight became even more intense. Lindsay wasn't just living her life, she was living it in front of the entire world, or millions of fans. She appeared to have everything: fame, wealth, successful movies, and global recognition. Yet behind the glamorous premieres and flashing cameras, the constant pressure of growing up under public scrutiny was becoming increasingly difficult. The next chapter of Lindsay Lohan's life would remind the world that even Hollywood's biggest stars can face challenges that fame alone cannot solve. By the mid-2000s, Lindsay Lohan was one of the most recognizable faces in Hollywood. But while her movies continued to attract audiences, increasing media attention also began to focus on her personal life. Every public appearance seemed to generate headlines. Entertainment magazines, television programs, and celebrity websites closely followed her daily activities. During that period, paparazzi culture was at its peak, and many young celebrities found it difficult to escape constant public attention. As the years went on, Lindsay faced several personal and legal challenges that were widely reported by the media. At the same time, some film projects were delayed or affected by those difficulties, and her once fast-moving Hollywood career began to slow. Instead of discussing her performances, many news stories focused primarily on her private life. For many fans, it was surprising to see someone who had achieved so much at such a young age facing such intense public scrutiny. Looking back today, many people believe that the pressure placed on young stars during that era was far greater than audiences fully understood. Despite the challenges, Lindsay never completely disappeared from the entertainment world. She continued working on selected projects, made television appearances, and explored new opportunities outside traditional Hollywood productions. Rather than trying to recreate the past, she gradually began building a different future for herself. Over time, Lindsay also spent periods living outside the United States, seeking a quieter lifestyle away from the constant attention of Hollywood. This allowed her to focus more on her personal life while choosing projects more carefully as public attitudes toward celebrity culture evolved. Many people began looking at stories like Lindsay's with greater empathy. Conversations shifted from gossip to understanding the pressures that can come with growing up in the spotlight. Her journey became part of a broader discussion about fame, privacy, and the challenges young performers often face. Although her career had changed, Lindsay Lohan's impact on Hollywood remained undeniable. Her performances in The Parent Trap, Freaky Friday, and Mean Girls continued to introduce new generations of viewers to her work. Those films remained popular through streaming services and television broadcasts, proving that great performances can stand the test of time. While the headlines often focused on difficult moments, many fans never forgot the talented actress who had brought so much joy to audiences around the world. And as the years passed, it became clear that Lindsay's story wasn't over yet. In fact, one of Hollywood's most remarkable comeback stories was only just beginning. For many years, people wondered if Lindsay Lohan would ever make a true return to Hollywood. While some believed her best days were behind her, Lindsay quietly focused on rebuilding her life and career on her own terms. Instead of chasing constant media attention, she chose a more private lifestyle. She became more selective about the projects she accepted and gradually stepped back into the entertainment industry. Fans who had grown up watching her were excited to see a different side of Lindsay, more experienced, more confident, and ready for a fresh chapter. One of the biggest signs of her comeback came when she reunited with Netflix, starring in a new wave of romantic comedy films. These projects introduced Lindsay to a new generation of viewers, while reminding longtime fans why she had become one of Hollywood's biggest stars in the first place. Her return was welcomed by audiences who appreciated both her talent and her determination to move forward off-screen. Lindsay also embraced a new stage of life. She got married, started a family, and spoke openly in interviews about appreciating a quieter, more balanced lifestyle. Rather than living under the constant pressure of Hollywood, she appeared focused on what mattered most to her personally and professionally. Looking back today, Lindsay Lohan's story is no longer viewed simply as one of fame and controversy. It's increasingly seen as a story of resilience, growth, and second chances. Her journey reflects how public attitudes have changed over the years. Many people now recognize that child stars often face extraordinary pressure while growing up in front of millions of people. Her most iconic films, including The Parent Trap, Freaky Friday, and Mean Girls, continue to be watched by audiences around the world. New fans discover them every year, while those who grew up with these movies return to them with a sense of nostalgia. That lasting popularity is a testament to Lindsay's talent and the impact she made on Hollywood. Perhaps the biggest lesson from Lindsay Lohan's journey is that a person's life should never be defined by their most difficult moments. Success isn't just about reaching the top, it's also about finding the strength to rebuild, learn, and move forward. Today, Lindsay Lohan stands as one of the most recognizable actresses of her generation. Her career has seen extraordinary highs, difficult challenges, and an inspiring return that few people expected. Whether you remember her as the star of The Parent Trap, the unforgettable Katie Heron from Mean Girls, or through her more recent work, her place in Hollywood history is secure. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more Hollywood documentaries, celebrity biographies, and untold entertainment stories. And now we'd love to hear from you. Which Lindsay Lohan movie is your favorite, and which Hollywood celebrity should we cover next? Let us know in the comments below.